Hi everybody. As you can see, it's time for the top 10 winter fragrance picks for 2012. I'm very excited about this list for two reasons. A, winter is my favorite time for fragrances. You got your gourmands, your projection beasts, longevity beasts, and your resinous fragrances. Those are my favorite kind to wear. Um, I love the deeper fragrances, the woodier fragrances. Um, those are my preference. And B, because you're going to see how drastic my taste has changed from last year's list. And I will list off actually last year's numbers as I go through top 10 to 1. Let you know what was in the previous list. And I'll also put that down in the link below. So coming in at number 10. Last year it was Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme. This year it's a fragrance that I absolutely love. This is my second bottle, and if it just projected a little bit more, it would be way higher, but it doesn't project very well at all. It's very subtle, and that's why I've been wearing it so much. My profession that I'm going into, which is psychology, I have to be around a lot of people all day long at the hospital and stuff. So, yeah, it's just an easy to get along with fragrance. It's more of a skin scent. As Gucci Pour Homme 2. I absolutely love this fragrance, and it kicked La Nuit out of the list. Wearing that a lot at school. Number 9 is a fragrance that's close to my heart now, mainly because my girlfriend loved it so much, and I went through a whole 1 ounce bottle of it, and I got a bigger bottle. So this is my second bottle of it, and I absolutely love this stuff. Powdery vanilla and pepper sort of feel is what I get out of it, and she goes nuts for this stuff. It's unbelievable. I think this is probably in her top 1 or 2 favorites, not even joking, which is unbelievable because I didn't know about this fragrance till last May. This did make it in my top 15 complimented designer fragrances, and this is none other than Burberry Touch. I know, right? Unbelievable. And originally what that was last year was 24 Gold, and 24 Gold is sadly not on the list this year. So Burberry Touch kicked it out, very powdery, peppery, and vanilla. And that comes in at number 9. Number 8 last year was Le Male, which I still own and love, but it's not on this list this year. Number 8 was my last year's number 1. Oh man. Oh man. Angel Men, and I just haven't been wearing this as much as I'd like to. I really haven't had the opportunity. Like I said, I've been having to wear fragrances that aren't as loud, and this one's just loud. So not using it as much as I was last year, but it's still in the list, and it's at number 8. Number 7 last year was Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Lumiere Noir. This year is another one of my favorites. This is also my second bottle of this. Unfortunately, it's not the old formulation, but the new formulation is good too, and that is Dior Homme. I've been wearing this sucker a lot ever since I got my internship. This is like one of my go-tos for work, just because it's very classy, and I can be taken seriously when I smell like something like that, not so playful. So that's definitely something I would recommend if you're a young professional, anything where you have to be taken seriously. And that is my number 7 for winter. And the intense version didn't make it into this list. I actually think right now I prefer the original Dior Homme over the intense version at this moment. Number 6. Number 6 last year was Chergui, which is sadly, again, not in this list. I love Chergui. Love it. But it did not make it on the list. This instead is one that you wouldn't really expect, I think. But I had been getting so many compliments with this stuff that I was like, oh, maybe I'll wear it more. And then I got hooked on it. Like, I smell myself when I wear this. And this is one that, like I said, you wouldn't expect. This is Givenchy Play Intense. I love this fragrance. I've really grown attached to it, and I respect it. It's great quality juice for a decent price. Givenchy Play Intense comes in at number 6, kicking Chergui out. Number 5 last year is a fragrance that did not get along with me that much. I started to get choked out from it, and then I sold it altogether. and that was Black Afgano last year at number 5. And at number 5 this year, I have basically my signature scent, the one I wear most often, and that is Midnight in Paris. As you can see, I'm getting pretty low here. This Eau de Parfum, Eau de Toilette. I actually wear them together. So, love this fragrance. It's my favorite fragrance of all time. Still, to date, over a year and a half now, this has been my favorite. So, that is Midnight in Paris, coming in at number 5. Kicked Black Afgano out of the list. Out. Gone. Goodbye. Coming in at number 4 is a two-way tie. And last year, it was actually Dior Homme Intense. So as you can see, Dior Homme made it in this list, but Dior Homme Intense did not. But this year, it is a two-way tie. Two fragrances that I go nuts over, and everybody, like, when I wear this I get thanked. Thank you for wearing that because you smell delicious, which is hilarious. One is Bond Number 9's New Harlem, which I absolutely love. Maurice Roussel is a master blender when it comes to fragrances, and I'll own a bottle of this forever. And another one that's become a very near and dear friend to me, and also the creator is a good friend of mine. But that's not why. That's not the only reason why it made it in this list. Not just because he's a friend. This fragrance is stunning, and I literally this is the one especially that it's like you smell delicious. Copper Skies by Kerosene. Actually, my cap's kind of messed up, so it's gonna take me a minute to get this off. You know, I get amber and maple syrup and coffee. I mean, those are like 3 of my favorite notes. Well, maple syrup. But I had been looking for a maple syrup type fragrance. And New Harlem, I don't get a huge dose of that. I understand why people say maple syrup. But this one, maple syrup, coffee, yes. So that was my two-way tie for number 4, which was Dior Homme Intense last year. Last year, number 3 was Musc Ravageur, and I sold my bottle, sadly. It has been reformulated. If you buy the fragrance now, you'll notice that the juice is actually lighter in color, and the bottle's different. They did reformulate it. I found this out through Mickers, and I sold that bottle too because I did not enjoy it nearly as much as I enjoyed the original formulation. And people would complain every time I wore it, so I just couldn't wear it anymore. I get complained about at work, at home, everywhere. You smell like pee. Musc Ravageur got rid of it, even though, I mean, it was ridiculous how many complaints I got, though. You know what I mean? And I would only stick to like 1-2 sprays. Even then, you smell like cat pee. So I just assumed get rid of it. Whatever. It's just a fragrance. I loved it, but oh well. This year, number 3 is one that I have grown to love. And I think this is coming out of left field as well, although I haven't been in touch with you guys for a while now, but this is an amazing fragrance, and I've only seen this mentioned a few times on YouTube. This is Comme des Garçons Incense Kyoto. Kyoto is stunning juice. This is, to me, like if you mixed Amouage Jubilation 25 with Comme des Garçons 2-Man, you'd get like a burning fire in the background mixed with really amazing resinous incense. I'm actually wearing this today, and I go nuts for incense. I love incense. Silver Factory is one of my favorite fragrances of all time. This is Jubilation 25, another one. This is making it right up there in the list. So, Incense Series Kyoto by Comme des Garçons. My number 2 choice is a fragrance that is an old friend of mine. And I think me and the Fragrance Bros, pretty sure there might be one other person that might have a review on this. But I know I was the first one to come out with a review on this. And not that it's a competition, but I was like so excited about this. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I'm actually wearing it on my left arm. I love this fragrance. I absolutely love it. And it's one of my favorites overall. It does not project that well, but it does have good longevity. And it's the only one from this series that has an eau de parfum concentration. So, I don't know, take that for what it is, I guess. And last year, it was a two-way tie between Silver Factory and Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. Sadly, neither one of those are on the list this year. I do still wear them frequently. I just wanted to make this a top 10, not a top 20, so they would make it in the top 20, though. This year, number 2 is Sirius number 14. And this is me 3 nights out of the week when I'm going out to dinner with my girlfriend, going out to dinner with the parents, going out to dinner with a buddy, going to a really nice upper class bar. Generally, I'm not really in the scene of clubbing anymore. That was a little phase. I don't really do that anymore. I'm busy, so I don't really get to enjoy the club and all that kind of stuff anymore. Plus, having a girlfriend that I've been with for almost 2 years now, there's really no need for me to be doing all that. So, Sirius number 14 is one of those that I wear for both her and myself, and she really, really, really likes that stuff, and I really enjoy it. This is one of the first niche fragrances that I got really excited about when I smelled it. It's very basic, but you can see my review on it. I love this stuff. Sirius number 14 coming in at number 2. My number 1 fragrance that I'm super excited about, that I finally got a bottle of this, because for a while it was like impossible to get. It was discontinued. I don't know if it's still discontinued, because I did get this from Saks. So that being said, I finally got a bottle of this, and I was like, yes. This is Guerlain Cure Beluga. Last year it was Angel Men. Angel Men got bumped down. This year, Cure Beluga by Guerlain, and I wear that probably 1 time a week just because I like it so much right now. I don't want to get too used to it, but I love it. Go ahead and let me know what your fragrances are for this year, for winter, and if you have any recommendations, definitely let me know, and I'll talk to you all later.